gracious me!
What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome to Team of the Week predictions, week number 13. Yesterday, if you missed it, we did have a preliminary Team of the Week predictions, basically all of the Friday and Saturday games. And now, of course, we're going to complete that. There's a lot of new additions as well. First of which is going to be Kenneth Kronholm. This is starting off the reserves, of course. He is American and made 8 saves, kept a clean sheet, and was crowned man of the match in a Bundesliga 2 match that finished 2-0. I remember using this guy quite a few times during previous FIFAs. Diamante plays for Livorno these days, 2 goals and 1 assist in a 3-1 win. CHRISTIE of Celtic up next, and I've done this purely because there is a left-back Celtic League SBC where you can get Tierney, right? Now, there's no hard link to him, well, decent anyway, so I thought, well, why not do this? Because he's worthy of an inform anyway. 1 goal in a 5-1 win. It was top versus 3rd, I think, at the time. Celtic have now gone top with games in hand, and that victory, therefore, significant, so why not? Dominic Drexler up next of FC Cologne. 2 goals and 1 assist and a man of the match award in a 3-1 win. Osama Haddadi up next of Dijon. He got 1 goal and 1 assist and made a clearance off the line in a 2-1 win. Not really sure on how to say the first part of this. BRAIS, I'm going to go with. BRAIS MENDEZ of Celta Vigo. 1 goal and 2 assists and a man of the match award in a 3-2 win. Some of these cards, it's a real shame because they look decent as like central players, but unfortunately a right wing just doesn't seem to suit him. Not too many French league games on this week, so I've tried to pick some from those games because they were all postponed due to weather. Pablo being one of them. He plays for Bordeaux and he got 1 goal and 1 assist and was crowned man of the match, and he made a last man tackle in a 3-2 win. Over to Holland we go for the first of 2 predictions here, and I don't normally do this, I normally pick 1, but there were so many games with goals in this weekend that I kind of had to pick 2. Steven Bergwijn, the first of PSV, with 1 goal, a man of the match award in a 6-0 win. The next is going to be Dusan Tadic of Ajax, 1 goal and 2 assists in a 4-1 win. No disrespect or favouritism being played here against any other club in Holland. It's just that EA are very, very stingy and will more than likely go with the big names where possible. But even then, to be honest, I'll be surprised if both of them get in. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Quite a few fairly high-rated players considering we're still on the reserve bench here, but Taras Stepanenko of Shakhtar Donetsk with 1 goal in a 3-0 win should just be about enough to get in Team of the Week. Our first visit to the Premier League this weekend with James Tarkowski of Burnley. 1 goal and a clean sheet and a man of the match award in a 1-0 win. And finally, for the subs and reserves, we have gone with Milik of Napoli. 2 goals and a man of the match award in a 4-0 win. Very impressive win for Napoli. I tell you what, though, I'll never forgive this guy. Not that it was his fault, but I think he broke his leg the first year they introduced one-to-watch cards. I had his one-to-watch, cost me 70,000. Next game he played, he got injured, and he was out for pretty much the entire season, and his card went down to discard value. And I'll never forget that. Into the starting 11, and I know I can't believe it myself, but Loris Karius, for not only is he in the starting 11, but for the second week running, I've got him in my Team of the Week predictions. What is going on? 4 saves and a clean sheet in a 0-0 draw. It's very difficult to choose goalkeepers this year because EA will literally pick them from whatever games they desire, but Loris Karius has got as good a chance as anyone. David Luiz up next, and there are 2 Chelsea players in contention here. I've gone with David Luiz because it makes most sense. 1 goal and a clean sheet in a 2-0 win over Manchester City. Of course, they were touted to go unbeaten all season. Chelsea have put a stop to that, and of course, they kept a clean sheet. So why wouldn't they give it to David Luiz? But like I said, there is 1 more choice that could be in with a shout. 70 pace, 87 defending, and 83 physical for a defender is absolutely fantastic. Lars Bender has got himself an assist and a clean sheet and a man of the match award and a 1-0 win. So what's the problem? Yeah, he's a right back. It's not the best of cards at right back, but it would make a fantastic centre back, and that's a bit of a shame. Second inform alert, and of course those that have the one to watch will be very happy to know that João Cancelo could be up for another inform with an assist and a clean sheet and a man of the match award and a 1-0 win over Inter. So it was a big game. He's done his part. Let's hope that he can kick on and get this inform, because that looks like a very nice card. I am slightly bowing to peer pressure here because I don't think he'll get in there. With 1 goal in a 1-0 win over Huddersfield, Lucas Torreira is being shouted about on Twitter for getting himself an inform. Of course, I think he was in contention with one last week, but missed out due to, I think it was Aubameyang that got himself one instead. But this week he could get one, although I'm not 100% convinced. I'll probably mispronounce this because this means something completely different in Welsh, but Rodri, or Rodrigo, to use his full name, plays for Atletico Madrid and got himself 1 goal and a Man of the Match award in a 3-0 win. I've seen a lot of people say the right back, forget his name now, Arias or something, but I would go with Rodri or Rodrigo in this instance. And I tell you what, his base card, it's a non-rare, but it's pretty decent, so this looks alright. I saw that Atalanta had won 3-1 and I was praying for an Alejandro Gomez hat-trick, and then to my surprise Zapata was the one with the hat-trick, and of course, like I said, that game finished 3-1, which is all but guaranteed Zapata an inform. I used Mariga's 80 rated, I think it is, card as a super sub for quite a while at the beginning of FIFA. Now though, we could be upgrading to an 83, 2 goals and 1 assist and a Man of the Match award and a 4-1 win for Porto, and that looks like an absolutely sensational card, for an 83 rated I might add. 2 potential informs from the Barcelona game, but I've gone with Ousmane Dembele, and I'll talk about that in the possibles when we get there. Barcelona won 4-0, Dembele getting 1 goal and 1 assist. It wasn't the most impressive performance in that Barcelona lineup, but as I said, we'll get there when we hit the possibles. Off to the Premier League we go now for not 1 but 2 players to end the starting 11, kind of, I'll explain in a second. Marcus Rashford of Manchester United, 1 goal and 2 assists and a Man of the Match award and a 4-1 win over Fulham, I believe. That looks like a decent card. I wouldn't mind getting that myself in a player pick, but the big name, the big player, I think the one that we all know is coming, is up next. Mo Salah, you've guessed it, he was on the thumbnail. It's pretty much guaranteed with a hat-trick and a Man of the Match award and a 4-0 win over Bournemouth. It'll be a striker card though, so it's a nice little position change from a wing position. And for those who were just saying that Salah is a one-season wonder, well, he's proved them wrong already. But I tell you what, that is going to be the card that everyone's going to want in their player picks. That, and I think Cancelo as well of Juve, if, of course, he gets it. But we're not done yet. Before we go into the possibles, it's worth mentioning Joseph Martinez. Now, he was awarded an award, and it was like Player of the Year for the MLS the other day. And now every award ceremony for a league that's happened over the last couple of days, we've been given a card via an SBC. Well, this happened, and then a couple of days later, yesterday or early hours of this morning, he scored in the final game of the season to win Atlanta the championship. So it's very much unclear as to what is going to happen here. He got 1 goal and 1 assist, by the way, in a 2-0 win. But because he was given that Player of the Year award, and now because he scored in the winning game to win them the championship, I don't know whether they're going to give him a hero card and put him in Team of the Week, or whether they're going to make him an SBC, or what. I've got absolutely no idea what EA are going to do, and I'm pretty sure they don't know what they're going to do either. There was another player in that game as well, a right back, I forget his name, he is in contention as well. It would be nice if they did some sort of repeatable SBC where both of them were available as a player pick, or maybe 2 or 3 of them were available as a player pick, so you could go back and rinse through it and get all of them if you really wanted to, or just pick the one you want. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Into the possibles we go now, and I'll try and keep this brief, although there are quite a few big names here. Up first is Roy Krishna, 2 goals in a 3-1 win, very pacey striker, but I just feel like he'll just about miss out. Had he been Premier League, I would probably be saying that he would creep in the reserves somewhere, but Ryan Shawcross with a clean sheet and a Man of the Match award and a 2-0 win for Stoke will more than likely miss out due to the league that he plays in, which in a way is wrong, but that's just the way EA operate. I'm going to mispronounce this, but Rafaelov, maybe. He got 2 goals in a 3-0 win, and if he played in the French league or the Italian league, then yes, I'd be saying put him in there. But like I said, EA work in mysterious ways, and he'll probably just about miss out. Radamel Falcao up next, and as I mentioned, not too many games on in France this weekend due to adverse weather conditions, so 2 goals and a 2-0 win for Monaco might be enough for Falcao, but they were both penalties, and there are other players who are definitely more deserving, so I think he may just miss out. A player that I'm hoping won't miss out, and I hope I've got this terribly wrong, Heung-min Son, 1 goal, 1 assist in a 2-0 win. I think he got a goal midweek as well in another Tottenham game. Don't quote me on that, but I think memory serves. But having said that, I just don't think it's going to be enough. And who would you take out? Like, you could easily say, oh, well, I'll take out Zapata because I don't care. But you can't say that. So theoretically, who would you take out? Let me know down below. I know most people looking at this would get very, very excited because that 84 rated card has a lot of people excited. But a third inform might just be out of reach for LALA this week. 1 goal in a 1-1 draw with PSG. It's a good result for Strasbourg, no doubt, but I just think it might be out of reach because he didn't quite... I mean, it was a penalty for a start, and he didn't keep a clean sheet. So, but I mean, you know, you never know. You never know. 3 players to go that already have special cards in packs and will have when this week's Team of the Week is released. Up first is going to be Saigankov, I don't know how to say his name. Either way, he got a hat-trick this weekend in a 4-0 win, but as I say, he's already got himself one of these Europa League Team of the Group Stage cards, as have the next 2. And these are quite painful as well, because they are big, big names. Robert Lewandowski first up. He got 2 goals for Bayern Munich, and if they want to choose a Bayern Munich player, by the way, they will likely go for Kimmich. Now, Kimmich played CDM, so there's a chance he could make it in there. Not quite sure who they would take out, maybe someone like Tadic or Bergwijn, to be fair. So just look out for that, but Lewandowski, unlikely to get one due to the Team of the Group Stage. As well as Lionel Messi. It's amazing, really, because Ronaldo and Messi in previous FIFAs already have had like 3 or 4 informs, but up until this point, there's not really an awful lot between them. They've not really contributed much to FIFA 19 whatsoever. 2 goals and 1 assist and a Man of the Match award in a 4-0 league win for Lionel Messi and Barcelona. However, that Team of the Group Stage card will probably rule him out. Not quite sure who else to choose from that Barca game, but you can pretty much guarantee that Messi won't be there. And finally, I said David Luiz wasn't the only Chelsea player. Kante is up for an inform. I think they're going to go for David Luiz as he put in a better shift. He played an 8.7 as opposed to Kante 7.9. Kante did get a goal in that game. Of course, it was David Luiz and Kante's goals that won them the game. There is a chance as well as a right-back Azpilicueta, but I've gone with David Luiz. He scored the goal, he kept a clean sheet, 8.7 as opposed to Kante 7.9, and that's my thought process behind it. But you never know, EA might just throw the whole Chelsea team in there because they just want money. You just don't know what's going to happen. With that being said, though, that is going to do it for this week's Team of the Week predictions. It's not the best Team of the Week in the world, however, there are a few gems in there. You've got the Salah card, you might have the Martinez card, which looks fantastic. Cancelo would be great. David Luiz doesn't even look like a bad card, to be fair. And a few other gems dotted around the place, but like I said, it's nothing tremendous. So EA may throw things like Kante, Kimmich, and so on and so forth. We'll just have to wait and see. If you have enjoyed this episode of the Team of the Week predictions, do me a favour and hit that like button. Really does mean a lot and helps me out as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.